It is unbelievable. This is my first drifting event, right? Hello, this is Alex. Today, I want to share my experience on my first ever drifting event and my learning and thoughts about it. I'm also sharing all my previous work towards this event, including where I get the car, what do I do for this car, and in order to prepare for the event, what kind of prep work I need to do before I go to the first event, and how do I improve over and over from each of the session, and what's my thoughts about that, behind that, and how can I improve over. So I hope you'll find this video useful. In order to get into the drift world, you have to get your drift car first. I want to share my experience. So I was purchased a used drift car from the previous owner, 240XX with SR20 engine. It is always cheaper to buy rather than build, but you also need to take care of some of the previous owners' minor issue from here and there. You could easily get a nice running quality S13 for about like 5,000 to 7,000 with the fully caged build and all the needed equipment for your drift. After you getting your first car, I think you are almost ready for a drift event. So next, I'm gonna show you what I have been preparing myself and the car for the event. First, I replaced the buckle seat because the previous seat size is too small. Next is an extra set of tire, and I removed the body kit to have better ground clearance and better cooling. And for myself, actually, I have been sitting in my game room playing Forza Motor with the simulation steering wheel over and over to get the feeling of the driving wheels while it turns. The next thing I do is to go to the track. It is a great experience that you get a chance to talk with the people on the track, see as a spectator, and there watching how people are doing. And I'm very lucky that I have a friend that allowed me to sit in his car, and the experience, I would say, is so scary. You never feel the G-force while you're playing on the simulation, but overall it gives me to better prepare for what is going to happen in the car around me while I was driving myself. So after a couple events, as a watcher and sit next to the driver, I feel I'm ready. So on this Sunday, I pick up a trailer from U-Haul and then getting my car loaded up and going to the event finally. So for my first attempt, I'm super nervous, to be honest, because I never do any drifting or even a donut in the real world. So here is what I am, and I don't even able to clutch kick to let my wheel losing, but I know the method, so I try it on the second turn, and it turned out to be a spin out. So the second round, I tried to kind of organize myself, and then I try again. So this round, I was able to initiate my turn, and then the wheel is start spinning. But the turning, I still not very quite there yet. But at least we can feel, oh, the car was sort of drifting. That makes me really excited. And the third round, this is the round where really gets everything kicking. So I was able to holding the slide with the throttle. And if you are able to see, I'm almost hitting the fender on the side of the track. So after the third round, I'm actually trying to take it a little bit easier because I really want to get home in one piece. So I try to ramp up slower. That's why the fourth and the fifth run is kind of slowly build up, and I try to get a feeling of different method. For example, more photos, less photo, more clutch kick time, less clutch kick time on the clutch. And then I also feel of the wheel difference while I'm turning, and I play with the steering wheel. Those are all sorts of build-up information which help me to have a better slide and longer slides over and over. So as you can see, after this 4-5 run, I'm actually progress pretty fast because I feel like the simulator really helps me because the steering feel is actually really close to the actual feeling. And what have been helping is trying to adjust the difference between the real world and the simulation racing wheels. If there was a friend ask me what is the rule of thumb for getting out for drifting, I would definitely recommend them go try the simulator racing wheel first, because rather than putting yourself and the car to a totally branded world, I think it's much more safer to get some experience from the game first, because how close it is actually to myself. I feel like at least 70% accuracy, especially on the wheel control, like steering wheel control. And after being through the several sessions, I think it's about 8 to 9 sessions already, the scare is actually much less compared to the first time. But will I still spin out? Oh yes, of course, right? This is how you kind of push yourself to the limit, and then you try it, and then you find out new stuff. That is the most exciting things from what I've been find out from drifting. You're always pushing yourself to the limit, and you are having your skill improve over and over. You're getting to that wall closer and closer, but you can slide through and making endless of the smoke outside of it. Of course, right now I'm still not making a lot of smoke, but I'm sure I'm getting there. I will be there. So the last attempt of that day is actually the 9th run, and it is also the best one that I think I can do for over the days. And what I have been progressed from this run is actually the throttle controls. I know the time when I should gain more throttle to maintain my sliding, and it definitely helps me and open a new world to me. Will I be hooked? Yes. Will I be joining again? Yes. So I'm definitely into this drifting habit, and I will keep doing it. I'm making this video to share my thoughts and experience for my first drifting event, first ever drifting event. And I hope this video can be helpful for any of you, either is thinking of getting into drifting or already have your first drift car and looking forward to participate in the first event. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.